We doing?
Hey friends, so Kiln, old Cuthbert's here.
It's not Cuthbert, it's called Tallulah.
Anyway, so Cuthbert had an error on a firing the other day. We've been firing him constantly for weeks now.
Basically since we got her.
Ever since we got her or him. We've been firing it literally every other day for weeks, like as fast as we can. But that means the elements get worn out, and finally, after weeks and probably months of this, we've had an error, which is probably to do with the heating element, according to the manual. So we're going to change the elements. Luckily, we had some already, because, you know, Sue's proactive, so
prepared.
We knew it was going to happen at some point, so today's at some point. Thankfully, it almost got up to temperature on the firing before it errored out. And it looks like...
That's why you use cone, kids.
That's why you use your cones.
So it got up to temperature.
It got just under temperature, but then held it there for a while because it was trying to get up to temperature. So actually, it worked out in the end, so we were fine, luckily. So we didn't lose the kiln load, thankfully. But we need to do some more firings because it's still super busy. So we're going to change the elements. It looks like it's super straightforward. So we're going to give it a go and see if it works after I've done it. So yeah.
Yay!
So the first thing we need to do is take this box off that covers the electronics, which I've already done. So these, you can see, these are the elements. The NZ element coming through. So the blue goes in the bottom, and then grey on this one goes into the top. It says in the manual that if these are loose and not properly connected, that can actually cause additional wear, so we just need to make sure they're properly tight when they go back on. They're tight now, but just when we put them back on, we'll make sure. So we disconnect, bend the wire, pull all the elements out from the inside, and then replace it. So we'll get started, I guess. If you're worried about these kind of things, a good idea is always to take a photo before you start, so you put everything back in the right place. But I mean, blue at the bottom, grey at the top is easy enough to remember, so I think we should be fine.
And we're filming it, so...
And we're filming it, yeah, thank you, clever clogs. So you can see how that goes in, then. So this was like that. The wire's threaded in one end, the element in the other, and then it pushes into the middle, and then the screws hold it all together. So, there's one. So, to get that out, we'll have to bend it with the pliers and push it back through. There we go. Cool. Right, step one. If you have a kiln, you should have one or two vessels you can put your screws in, lying around.
A spare pot or two.
One or two. If you don't, that would be quite strange. Let's see if we can get this out first.
Careful with my bricks.
It's very long.
Oh.
To the bendy bit. There we go. So when the elements become quite brittle after they've been fired, which I guess is why they break. But yeah, so you'll probably break them. It actually said.
Did you just break it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is the bit of the element that poked out.
I see.
Before you fire, they're bendy. Before they fired, they're bendy, but after you start firing them, they get quite brittle. So that was one of the pins as well. They're pinned in every corner.
Yeah.
Basically every one around there, there's a pin holding it in, so we need to pull all of those out.
Okay.
And replace them.
Should we put these in a container so they don't just randomly get lost?
Yeah, it'd be easier to throw away.
Throw them away.
And also...
Cat bowl. Let's put it there.
The clippy ones. So we also advise to just break the element as we take it out. because the bricks are very fragile, so we don't want to put undue strain on them. So this is where it was plugged in here. You might be able to see this little hole. There's this one. Here. No, it's this one.
Yeah.
It was this one here. There we go, where that went. So that's where it was, and then that's where the pin was. So
you're going to take it out and cut it as you go?
Take it out and cut it as we go, I believe. Wow, it's quite strong.
Maybe you can just pull them out.
Yeah.
It seems like you might do damage cutting it.
Yeah, we'll just do whatever seems the safest way, I think. Pull a little bit, see where the pin actually is, and see if you can grab it and pull it out the right way. Obviously, just pull them straight out.
Will you pin in the same holes or new holes?
You can make new holes or use the same ones, whatever's easiest, it says. So in between each level, there's also a little groove. You can see here. Just pull it out of that. And then a bit it'll be pinned again, close to that. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So why don't we try and chop this now? So we're not dealing with a giant. Dealing with a giant waggly. It's quite big, isn't it, really? So I've taken everything out all the way down to the bottom. I found out what the problem was. The element in this groove was broken already.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's what the issue was.
That's reassuring.
But then as I was going around, there were a few other areas where it was quite weak. I just pulled on it and it broke.
Okay.
So, you know,
hopefully that's the problem.
Doing the right thing. So just pull out the last bit. Done. Then just have to clean everything up, and then we can start fitting the new one. Just in the bar. So we're ready to put the new element in, which is quite long, as you can see, and shouldn't be on the mud.
Oh, don't do it. Ah, sorry, element.
It's quite long and bendy. It's like the worst phone line you've ever. So if you have a friend or life partner that you can help you do this. Right, so it says to thread one end through, loop it all the way around, then thread the other end through at the end, I guess, so it doesn't get twisted and stuff. So we're just going to thread the long straight bit through the hole into the control box, and then we can start threading this. So obviously there's a groove in the wall, but actually it dips down a bit, so it kind of rests into the groove.
So you don't have to pin it as you go?
Yeah, you can just do this as we go. You can see it's a bit too long here, so we're going to have to go around and squish it as we go to make sure it's the right length. And what we're going to do, we're going to put a pin in at the start just to hold it. So you get new pins as well, because the old ones would be corroded. Actually, a lot of the old ones broke as I was taking them out. So
your hair is so long, I have to like find a space in between your luscious locks.
My luscious locks. So we just push that in like that. So we can secure the wire. Okay, right. Now it begins. So just try and compact it a bit.
So you're just squishing it together to make it shorter.
Trying to compact it as I go around. Here we go.
So that now lines up with that line in the bricks, so it can go down to the next level.
Exactly, so now it can go down to the next level.
Maybe you should secure that bit.
Exactly, that's what we're going to do. Cool, right, so that's secured there. So I think we'll put the rest of the element in, and then we'll go around and put all the rest of the pins in. So you need a pin in every single corner. So that's what, 8 times 3, whatever that is, 24. Quite a few pins. see how the length of this is. Okay, great. The last layer. Where's the other? There we go.
Oh! Get rid of the sausage.
Put the sausage in, please. In? As long as it'll go?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, hold it. There we go.
Perfect.
Right, so now I'm going to go around and put the other 19 pins in. And then so we'll come back in about 8 hours once I've done it and broken my back.
So they're going to go in these corners, one
Every
pin
corner,
on each level.
on each level, yeah.
Nice. Get to work.
Hey. So I've gone around and put all the pins in. I just made sure I pushed them in as much as I could. I used these a little bit to grab them and push them in, and then I just went round with the screwdriver and just gave them all a little shove so it's in between the elements. And so that's all done now. So now we just need to attach it back to the control box thing. So this needs to go in one end, and the grey will go in the other end. So loosen it off, and then we also need to twist the element up to 90 degrees like it was before. So this was bent like 90 degrees this way before. So bend, bend, bend. Cool. A bit less than that. Righty tighty. Just make sure the coat jacket of the wire isn't inside as well. You can only assume it's going to get pretty hot. So,
Oh right, yeah.
let's try and make sure nothing. It could be a bit melty touching at all, so that looks good. So bend this. I'll go down this time. Awesome. There we go. Okay, cool. Right. Cool. Attached. So attach to that, grey, blue bottom, these nice and tight. Okay, can put the thing back on. Took everything in. So the control panel's back on, or the bot covering the control circuits, whatever it's called, is back on. So we're just going to give it a go now. So everything's done. So to test it and to fire in the new elements so they're oxidised and they're protected and they work properly, you need to do a firing, which I think might be program 1. 100 degrees to 1050, hold for an hour and a half, finish. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You sure 100%?
100%. Oh, you press it again, don't you?
Oh. Did you press it?
No,
Yeah. Oh.
it did it just before I did.
Yay, well done!
So that's how you change the
First.
elements. If there isn't another part to this video,
It means it was successful.
It means it worked fine. If there is, I'll see you in a moment. If not,
Happy pottering!
happy buttering!
Bye.